All right, class. Sorry about that. This should only take about 3 minutes. I know it's a long video. So like I said, Congress will establish a single federal currency, same values in all states, and these are known as greenbacks. To cover war debts, the Union government will issue war bonds and introduce an income tax, which if you look at your paycheck, federal taxes are taken out and state. This is an income tax, and it started like with the Civil War. In a further illustration of federal government power, Lincoln government restricted civil liberties so nothing would detract from Union war effort. So he suspended what is called habeas corpus, and that is your part of your first 10 amendments, your Bill of Rights. It's part of your Sixth Amendment that you should be told of why you're basically being arrested. What is your crimes? He also takes away free speech. Well, he also interrupts it. So he's limit people's civil liberties during time of war. That's basically what he's doing. Similar to like when the king would just arrest somebody and chop their head off and not tell them why. That is habeas corpus forces our governments, and whenever we are arrested, they have to tell us why we are being arrested. 1864, only in the Union. We have the 1864 election, which pitted Republican Lincoln against Democratic General McClellan. Lincoln won easily, assuring that war would continue. North Democrats wanted an end to war. So if McClellan would have won, we probably would have been a divided nation. So what was the effects? It was the creation of a single unified country. It was the abolishment of slavery with the 13th Amendment. You're going to have the increased power of the federal governments. It killed the whole issue of state rights. The United States is now an industrial nation. We have a stronger sense of nationalism. Westland is increasingly open to settlement. However, on the downfall, the South was economically and physically devastated. Because remember what Grant and the other generals did. They just destroyed everything as they went through the South. With the plantation system crippled, which was their money maker. Thus, you're going to have Reconstruction, and it's rebuilding the United States, but a deep hatred of the North remains. So you're going to have Southerners that are still upset with, you're going to have Southerners that still do not like Northerners because they lost the war. And this is just an overview of the major battles that we'll talk about in class. We already talked about Vicksburg and Gettysburg and Atlanta, Georgia, and then the surrender was at the Appomattox. But these are, like I said, this is just an overview of like the major battles of the Civil War. And that concludes this video. Thank you again.